Let me ask you something real quick. How many times have you told yourself, all right, tomorrow I'm fixing my life? You plan the perfect day in your head. Early wake up, solid study sessions, a bit of exercise, maybe even a healthy breakfast like one of those productivity YouTubers. But then tomorrow actually shows up, and boom, you hit snooze. You start scrolling. One reel turns into 20, and before you know it, the day's gone and you're back at night thinking, I'll start fresh tomorrow. If that sounds like you, relax. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you're human. Almost every student struggles with routines. But here's the good part. Once you get control of your daily routine, everything changes. You get sharper focus, more energy, and weirdly enough, even more free time. That's why in this video on time for self-growth, I'm breaking down a realistic daily routine for students. Not those insane all-day study schedules that make you hate your life, but a balanced routine that actually works in the real world. Stick till the end, because I'm also sharing the psychology behind habits and some real-life tricks students use to beat procrastination, lock in focus, and still enjoy their day. So let's start with something important, why routine even matters. Think about your phone. Without charging it, updating it, or managing apps, it slows down, glitches, and eventually becomes useless. Your brain works the exact same way. Without rest, structure, and proper energy, your mind crashes. Most students don't fail because they aren't smart. They fail because they don't know how to manage their time. Some overwork and burn out. Others underwork and fall behind. A balanced routine is basically your personal operating system. It keeps you consistent, clear-headed, and way less stressed. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. You won't always feel like studying, but if your day is designed properly, your routine will carry you even when motivation disappears. Now let's talk about the morning routine, because how you start your day decides how the rest of it goes. First thing, waking up. Let's be honest. Most students either set alarms they never wake up to, or they set a whole army of alarms and still end up waking late. And no, you don't need to wake up at some crazy early hour to be successful. Waking up anywhere between early morning and mid-morning is the sweet spot. Why? Because the world is quiet. No notifications, no noise, no one asking you for anything. It's just you and your thoughts. Here's the biggest mistake though, grabbing your phone the second you open your eyes. Instagram, messages, random notifications. That's like letting 50 strangers dump their thoughts into your head before you've even brushed your teeth. Instead, get up, stretch a little, drink some water, open a window, and let natural light hit your eyes. That light tells your brain, all right, we're awake. Then take a couple of calm breaths, no rushing, no panic. Because if you start your morning in chaos, your whole day feels messy. If you start calm, you stay in control. Next up, light movement. And no, I'm not telling you to hit the gym at sunrise. Just a few minutes of stretching, basic yoga, a few push-ups, or even walking around your room. Think of it like this. Your body is the router, your brain is the device. If the router isn't on, the connection is trash. Light movement gets blood flowing, sends oxygen to your brain, and suddenly things start making sense when you study. You stop staring at pages and actually understand what you're reading. Now let's talk about breakfast and hydration, because this part is seriously underrated. Your brain eats too. Studying burns energy. If you skip breakfast, your brain runs on empty, and that's why you feel tired, irritated, or sleepy during morning classes. Keep it simple. A banana with oats, eggs with toast, or a quick smoothie. Nothing fancy, just something light but filling. And water, non-negotiable. Dehydration feels almost exactly like tiredness. So the next time you think, I'm lazy, maybe you're not. Maybe your body is just begging for water. Now comes the most powerful part of your morning. Studying. Here's the golden rule. Your brain is sharpest in the morning. Don't waste that on scrolling or random videos. Use it for your hardest subject. If math messes with your head, solve problems in the morning. If it's history, memorize key events early. If you're into coding, write code while your mind is fresh. One focused hour in the morning beats multiple tired hours at night. The best way to do this is focused work sessions. Lock in, study deeply, then take a proper break. No multitasking, no background shows, no playlist hopping, just real focus. And during breaks, don't touch your phone. Stand up, stretch, drink water, look outside. Give your brain actual rest, not more stimulation. Your brain isn't a machine, and even machines need downtime to work properly. Treat your mind with respect, and it'll show up for you. Moving into the afternoon routine. This is where most students lose the plot. Classes, lectures, labs, you're physically there, but mentally checked out. You nod, write a few things down, and later realize nothing stuck. Here's the fix. Stop being a passive learner. Don't just copy what the teacher says. Write notes in your own words. Ask questions. Connect ideas. When you actively engage, your brain remembers things way better when you actually process the information instead of just hearing it. That's why asking questions matters. Even small questions can flip a confusing topic into something that finally makes sense. Curiosity turns boring lectures into something your brain actually wants to remember. And right after class, do this one simple thing. Take a couple of minutes and summarize what you just learned. Write it down or say it out loud. This tiny habit feels basic, but it's powerful. You're basically learning the same topic twice without extra effort. Think of active learning like planting seeds in good soil. The more attention you give it, the stronger your understanding grows. Passive learning is just throwing seeds on dry ground and hoping something sticks. Most of the time it doesn't. Now let's talk about lunch and the power break, because this is where a lot of students mess up. After hours of classes, your brain is tired, your body is tired, and what do most students do? Heavy, oily food. Then straight to the couch or endless scrolling. Big mistake. Heavy meals push all your energy into digestion mode. Your body slows down, your brain goes foggy, and suddenly you feel sleepy even though you literally just ate. What actually works is eating light but smart. A bit of protein, like eggs or lentils or chicken, some vegetables or fruit, and plenty of water. That's it. Skip the sugary drinks and fried stuff. They give you a quick energy high and then drop you hard. After lunch, give your brain a quick recharge. A short power nap works great if you keep it short. If naps aren't your thing, step outside and walk for a few minutes. Fresh air does wonders. Think of this like pressing the reset button. Your brain has been grinding for hours. It deserves a small break before round 2. Now comes the tricky part, the midday study session. This is that post-lunch slump where energy dips and focus starts slipping. And yeah, this is when scrolling your phone feels super tempting. Instead of fighting this phase, use it smartly. Afternoons are perfect for hands-on work, not heavy theory. This is the time for solving problems, practicing exercises, reviewing past papers, using flashcards, making short summaries, or working on essays and reports. Basically, anything that involves doing, not just reading. Your brain naturally slows down in the afternoon, so don't waste this time on high-intensity thinking. Match the task to your energy, not the other way around. Now we move into the evening routine. Starting with movement, after a long day, your body feels heavy and your brain feels cooked. That's exactly why even a short movement session can completely flip your mood. You don't need a gym membership or heavy workouts. Keep it fun. Play a sport you enjoy. Go for a quick run or a fast walk. Dance in your room if that's your vibe. Movement isn't just about fitness. It boosts memory, kills stress, lifts your mood, and helps you sleep better at night. Students who move in the evening usually wake up sharper the next day. Simple as that. After moving your body, it's time for creative time. And this part is important. Even top students don't study all day. They make room for hobbies, and you should too. Do something creative and fun. Draw, write, journal, play music, work on a personal project, cook something new, or just create for the sake of it. Creativity resets your brain. It prevents burnout, keeps motivation alive, and reminds you that life is bigger than grades. Plus, this is how you discover talents and passions outside academics. That's what makes life interesting. Once your mind feels relaxed, slide into a light evening study session. This is not the time for your hardest subject. Keep it chill. Review notes from earlier in the day. Solve easy or medium-level questions. Organize tasks. Summarize key points in your own words. This locks information into your memory without stressing your brain. When you do this consistently, nighttime feels different. You don't feel guilty about wasted hours. You feel accomplished. And that calm feeling makes it way easier to fall asleep and actually remember what you studied. Now let's wrap the day with the night routine. Before you sleep, take a few minutes to plan tomorrow. Write down a small list of clear tasks you want to finish. Not vague stuff like study, but specific actions. This works because your brain hates unfinished business. That's why you sometimes lie in bed replaying everything you didn't do. Writing things down tells your mind, relax, there's a plan, and once your brain knows that, it lets you rest. Next comes the digital sunset, and yeah, this one's tough. At least a short break from screens before bed. Phones, laptops, and TVs give off blue light that tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. That's why you keep scrolling, even when you know you're exhausted. Replace screens with something calming. Read something light, listen to chill music, journal your thoughts. Even a short wind down like this improves sleep quality big time. Your brain slows down naturally instead of being overstimulated by notifications and videos. And finally, sleep. This isn't optional. Sleep is where memory locks in, focus resets, and energy comes back. A solid routine means you don't just work harder, you work smarter. And when you wake up the next morning, you're not starting from zero, you're starting ahead. This is how you build a day that actually works, step by step, right here on time, for self-growth. One last rule that you should never break: never sacrifice sleep for studying. I get it. Exams are close, assignments are due, last-minute cramming feels unavoidable. But here's the hard truth most students learn too late. Sleep is not wasted time. Sleep is when your brain actually locks in what you studied. Think of your brain like a computer. Studying loads the data, but sleep is the save and process button. If you cut your sleep short, you're basically closing the system without saving. You're throwing away effort you already put in. So aim for proper, high-quality sleep every night. That's not laziness. That's strategy. Now let's talk about something even deeper: the mindset behind routines. Because here's the reality: a perfect routine means nothing if your mindset is weak. Stop comparing your study hours to other people. Some students love saying they study all day. Most of the time, that's cap. Focus on quality, not flexing numbers. Consistency always beats intensity. Studying a few solid hours every day for weeks will beat insane grind sessions that burn you out in days. And don't panic if you mess up your routine. Everyone does. Missing a day doesn't mean you failed. Giving up completely does. The real win is restarting the next day without drama, guilt, or excuses. So yeah, that's it. This is the realistic daily routine for students. One that balances study, health, and life, not just grades. Mornings are for deep focus. Afternoons are for practice and application. Evenings are for movement, creativity, and light revision. Nights are for resetting and recharging. Follow this consistently for a few weeks and you'll feel the shift. Better focus, less stress, stronger results, not just in exams, but in life overall. If this video helped you even a little, show some love. Hit the like button, subscribe to Time for Self-Growth, and share this with someone who's struggling right now. Remember this: discipline today turns into freedom tomorrow.